Diddy is quite busy. He's supposedly in this horrific Brooklyn federal uh, prison. He's being held there as he awaits trial. He's tried again and again to get out, but apparently he's quite busy, or at least things around him are moving at a rapid pace. Update for you: Sean Diddy Combs has always been a boss, but now authorities are saying that he has decided to bring that same energy, if you will, in jail. This could result in even more trouble for the mogul. Let's give you the details. What are you up to? Oh, you're using inmates in your family to do your dirty work. Sounds on brand. Court documents that were filed on Friday, November 15th, obtained by People magazine. Here's what it says: the mogul, accused of using other inmates' phone access, trying to corruptly influence witness testimony, and using his children for a social media campaign around his birthday. Combs also allegedly used a non-authorized third-party messaging service called Contact Me ASAP. I hadn't heard about that one. Looking into it. He used it to talk to several people while incarcerated. Prosecutors say all of this is part of a scheme to taint a potential jury pool. Candace McDuffie, crack reporter at The Root, giving us the details and the context. I love Candace. I haven't talked to her in a little while. Apparently, she's been busy reporting on Diddy. Officials say this information is just part of why they opposed Combs' newest motion for bail that was filed November 8th. He was denied bail by two different federal judges after his September indictment on charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. In the documents, prosecutors state that Combs offers up nothing new material justifying a third bail hearing. This is their way of saying we've seen it all, heard it before, nothing to see here, and has continued to engage in a relentless course of obstructive conduct designed to subvert the integrity of the legal proceedings while attempting to evade law enforcement monitoring. The defendant has, among other things, orchestrated social media campaigns that are, in his own words, aimed at tainting the jury pool, made efforts to publicly leak materials he views as helpful to his case, and contacted witnesses through third parties, the documents explain. Now, remember, that's key because Diddy has been accused in the past of threatening witnesses, tampering with witnesses. Some people, and again, some of this could be a coincidence. You have the third party who said, you know what, one day my car blew up in my driveway after somebody in his camp said it would happen. Again, it could be a coincidence. Has your car blown up lately? Just asking. Earlier this month, Combs' son Justin shared a reel to Instagram with himself and his siblings calling their father in prison to wish him a happy birthday. In that video, Combs expressed gratitude toward his children, being supportive. Bad Boys Entertainment founder has pleaded not guilty to all charges, though Combs' legal team proposed a $50 million bail package to separate judges. Guess what? They were denied due to concerns of, here it is again, witness tampering. Yep, can't be trusted. His schedule will take place, the trial, scheduled to take place May 2025. Thank you, Candace McDuffie. And The Root. Meantime, there's more that Diddy is going to, well, let's put it this way. They can, I believe, I've not been there, but this is word on the street is you can watch programming inside prison walls, waiting trial. He should avoid this one, though. Sean Combs has sacrificed a bird for good luck while on his way to learn the outcome of his trial over a 1999 New York City nightclub shooting. His former bodyguard said during a new Hulu documentary called The Honorable Shine. Music mogul was being driven to the courthouse in Manhattan when he stopped in Central Park to meet a mysterious man with a caged bird. His ex-muscle, Gene Deal, said. This is, what was the show that Jussie Smollett was on? Lee Daniels produced it. It was, the singing, the family, the dynasty, the music. It was everything. And I thought when I read this that Well, Lee Daniels couldn't dream this up, a cage bird, a private meeting on the way to the courthouse. It's a little far-fetched, but it's stuff that we enjoyed. Okay. Lucius Lyon. Somebody will remind me of what it was called. Lucius Lyon Cookie. Remember, Taraji played Cookie? This is what this reminds me of. But this is real stuff. This is the life of Diddy. At least it was. With his ex-muscle saying, mysterious man, a cage bird. I mean, come on. When Puff got close to the guy, he just dropped down to his knees, Deal said. This must be suited for broad consumption, I hope, team. He dropped to his knees, Deal said, using the nickname Combs used at the time. Next thing I see is this smoke just going back and forth around Puff. I guess it was sage or something like that. The man had a Bible as he put a hand on Combs and told him, take the bird out of the cage. Puff took this white bird and threw it up in the air. Hey, this reminds me of I'll Be Missing You. Remember, Faith Evans sang this after Diddy was best friend, Biggie was murdered? I could be wrong, but I remember Dubs being released. I'm making confusing music videos, but that was a very popular song. It stayed at the top of the charts, rather. So he takes the white bird, he throws it in the air. This, according to the New York Post. The bird just fell to the ground. Boom. Boom. Like it was a brick, Deal said. I was like, oh, the bird died, man. The bird didn't even move. And Diddy just walked away from him real quick. Wouldn't you? After the seemingly ominous sign, Combs continued to court where he was, well, acquitted of all charges, including weapons possession and attempted bribery after a 7-week trial. And we're just now learning about the bird, that maybe he killed the bird. I don't know. But this is weird stuff, folks. And we do remember when Diddy and his then girlfriend, J-Lo, I remember reading a story that, she wasn't charged with anything, but I remember reading a story that when police were questioning, hey, what just went down, the gunfire, but she was in there filing her nails, unbothered. Jenny from the block. But what did she see? What did she know? So here we are. You have a desperate man who wants out and is perhaps more desperate than ever before. This is not just about his image, that's in tatters. This is about the rest of his life and where he'll spend it. Eating caviar, okay? Doing that signature move of his why are you in all the videos? Why do you have to be in all of the videos with the artists that you are producing? I don't think we know why. Spending Biggie's residuals. Did he ever give over what was deserved to the mother, the children? I don't know. Came a little late for me, trying to gain some things, loyalty from some people who were probably over him, okay? I'd love to interview Mace, Diddy's sidekick, who's had a lot to say, even before they took him out of that hotel lobby, the feds, and said, bam, we think you're a flight risk, so you're indicted and you're coming in now. There's your update. Diddy now accused of doing way too much again, trying to manipulate things behind bars. Don't you know, again, I've not spent any time there, thankfully, but don't you know they can hear everything? They're listening, and they're particularly watching you.